The trial for the 3 men that killed X concluded about a month ago or so, but the sentencing for them was today. And it gets really intense. The family has statements, X's manager has statements, so prepare yourselves. And then when they sentence them, they have no reaction, no remorse, no statements, absolute cowards. So what they're doing right now is they're going over the probation of Michael Boatwright because he has a bunch of other charges with drugs and everything.
Possession of cocaine with intent to deliver a cell, which is a second-degree felony, which is 15 years max, and possession of cannabis. So my offer is this. I am willing to time serve Mr. Boatwright on case number 188053 CF10A, which is the open felony case for possession of cocaine with intent to deliver a cell. I'm willing to time serve him on the possession of PVP, which is the open case.
Oh, so there's offering him time served on all these drug charges pretty much.
Excuse me, delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a park. My offer is 30 years Florida State Prison to revoke and 30 years Florida State Prison to run concurrent with the homicide life in prison that we anticipate he'll receive later. Did extend that offer. I believe it was rejected. A counter offer of 8 years is what was asked for.
Bro just dropped something. Did y'all see that? What was that? It was candy? Oh.
All right, Mr. Boatwright, on these 3 different cases,
This is the first time I've heard him talk. I'm not even trolling. He hasn't spoken a goddamn word.
how far did you go in school? Do you read and understand the English language? Are you present in
He said 9th grade is the farthest he went to school. Is that what he said?
Are they giving you any medications at the jail?
Yes.
What are those?
Yes, sir.
How often do you take that?
Once a day.
Is that a morning or night thing?
Yes.
Did you have your medicine last night?
Yes.
Are you thinking clearly today?
No.
He looks miserable, but I don't give a fuck.
Do you admit to the allegations contained within the violation report?
No.
In case number 188053 CF10A, each of the 2 counts, how do you plead guilty or no contest?
No contact.
Case number 1510230 CF10A to the single count, how do you plead guilty or no contest?
No contact.
Pleading no contest on these drug charges. So when he got arrested for the homicide case, he had drugs on him. Fucking idiot. So basically, Michael Boatwright got time served on a lot of his drug charges, and then I believe they're trying to get a 30-year consecutive sentence on the one where he sold drugs 1,000 feet within a park. Now we're going to go into the sentencing of the homicide of X. So, oh wow, there's a lot of people there. There's X's mom right here in the bottom corner. I believe that's his brother. It's actually crazy. She's like the closest one sitting to them. She's like sitting within 20 feet of the people that murdered her son. Takes a lot of balls for a mom to do that.
There are no new grounds that I've raised in this motion. It simply restates and re-asks the court to consider the rulings you've made and to issue an order for a new trial matter.
Trayvon Newsom's lawyer, I believe, just pretty much asked for a new trial.
The court will deny your motion for a new trial. I'm comfortable with the rulings that were made during the course of the
Fried
trial.
you. Judge denying that shit. Let's go.
Marty Spelling, on behalf of Deidre Williams, Judge, I also have a motion for the trial. The reasons that I'm citing are I had witnesses, essential defense witnesses struck in the middle of trial, motions to perpetuate testimony that were denied of essential witnesses, and for those reasons I asked for a new trial.
So Diedrich's cringe lawyer just asked for a new trial too because of the witnesses situation. I'm guessing it's because of the Drake. He's trying to get Drake involved more. That whole conspiracy is just absolutely ridiculous.
Your motion will also be respectfully denied. The court will maintain and adopt its previous rulings.
So this is X's manager, Solomon. Great manager, seemed like a great guy. When X was blown up, he seemed like X trusted him a lot. So he's probably going to say some intense shit right here.
Solomon Sobande, Sobande. I was the personal entertainment manager of Jose Onfroy while he was still with us.
Okay, you're very close with the friends and family
Absolutely.
of Mr. Onfroy.
Absolutely.
The statement that you are prepared to give today, it's a prepared statement as opposed to question and answer, correct?
Correct.
And it is on behalf of who?
It's
Besides
on
yourself?
behalf of myself, Cleopatra Bernard, Aiden Kerr, and the entire family. On June 18th, as a family, we received the worst call a family can receive. A call that informed us that our loved one was taken from us. Taken is a passive way to put it, because our loved one, Jose Onfroy, was senselessly murdered. Jose was a son, he was a brother, he was a friend, a nephew, a father, and an artist. He was a beam of hope for all that knew him and all that knew his music. But Jose's life was not only robbed from us and his family, it was robbed of his extended family as well. His extended family of millions of people across the globe. And how ironic it is that someone who selflessly used his platform to save countless lives loses his for no good cause. A young man's life was cut short at the tender age of 20. A young man well into his journey of becoming a man and leaving the world in a better place than he found it. We sat through this entire trial without seeing the defendants display an ounce of remorse for taking Jase's life. Blowing kisses, waving.
It's emotional, bro. Got my ass teary-eyed again, dude.
Only killed the son, but you killed the father. Due to the actions of these killers, Jase will never get to meet his son, yet alone raise him. Generations of our family were affected by this senseless killing. This is a loss we will never truly recover from. We will never get to see Jase live to his full potential. We will never get to watch him grow old. We will never get to watch him be a father. Jase was not spared in his final moments, and I hope the court finds it appropriate to not spare any of the lives of the defendants.
You looking right at him.
We would
Let's
like to
go.
thank Pascal and the entire prosecution team for their incredible work. We would like to thank the jury for their time and their compassion for our family. And we would like to thank the court for bringing us justice and some sort of closure.
Why are you looking like... He was looking up at the ceiling like trying not to make eye contact. You little bitch-ass motherfucker, dude. That just pissed me off.
I'm his grandaunt.
Grandaunt. So that means that you're the sister of his grandmother?
Yes, you murderers took not only a son, a father, a brother, a grandson, a great-grandson, a grandnephew, a nephew, a cousin, and a friend. Jase was loved by his family and friends all over this world, and you guys murdered him and left a gaping hole in each person's heart. Each time I attended court and I looked over at you, especially you, Michael Boatwright,
Ooh.
I saw you smirking,
Ooh.
and you showed no remorse. As a matter of fact, when my eyes wandered across the room to all of you guys' faces,
Can't tell if he's looking at her or not, or if he's like trying purposely not looking at her.
you guys showed no empathy to the family you destroyed with your evil, callous deeds. We, the family, ask, why? Why kill him?
He's not looking.
I prayed every time I see your faces or think about you. I prayed that each one of you would be given the death penalty for what you have done. I heard the death penalty is off the table. However, whatever time you've given and whichever hole you are sent, I hope it is hell and you rot there. And I would like to thank the court for actually giving us some type of justice. Thank you very much.
She snapped.
Do you wish to make a statement? No. Thank you.
Absolute coward. Doesn't want to make a statement? Come on, bro. You're going to jail for the rest of your life. You might as well say something.
I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Okay, thank you.
Why is Michael smiling at him saying no? Like, we couldn't see Dietrich's face, but Michael was like smirking. Little bitch, dude. These fuckers are cowards not doing a statement.
You heard what I said to the other gentleman? Do you wish to make a statement to the court? Okay, thank you.
Coward.
Consulted with his counsel throughout the case and showed someone who was quite interested in the proceedings in its own way. So I am confident that not only the ruling that I made as to his competency, but that his behavior with respect to participation in the case, interest in the case, viewing things, discussing, charging.
Yeah, they can't argue that he wasn't, like, in the right state of mind. They simply can't, because he was, like, asking his lawyer questions, looking at the laptop, like, putting effort in. He knew what he was doing. He was present. He's not a fucking idiot.
Homicide cases are never easy for the court because there can never actually be the justice that the families want. I don't have that power. I can't return him to you. Truly able to give justice, then I will bring him back. I do hope that the court case and the sentencing today and the conclusion of this 5-year journey will bring some closure to the family members, the friends, the fans of Jase all around the world. Because the court case does bring at least closure to this chapter. And I sometimes tell the relatives and friends and fans of those who are murdered, the closure you should receive here is that from this day forward, you can stop thinking about Michael Boatwright, Trayvon Newsom, Dietrich Williams, Robert Allen. They're no longer part of his story. From this day forward, you reflect on all the good that he brought in this world and the joy that he brought to his many fans and followers throughout the world. His memory should not be that moment.
That's a great point that the judge just said.
You can go forward knowing that he has left a legacy. He lives on through the music that he left and the love that's felt in the hearts of all those who followed him and adored him. And that can't die. That never dies.
Energy never dies, baby.
So please, take some solace from that and know that he has left a mark on this earth that cannot be stolen or murdered. Mr. Newsom,
Here we go.
you, sir, are a perfect example of why we have in this state a felony murder rule. I'm pretty sure, having sat through the trial, that you did not wake up that morning and say to yourself, I'm going to go kill somebody today, or I'm going to go and hook up with people who will murder someone. When you take a firearm and you rob somebody, you're telling the world, I'm going to take something that doesn't belong to me by force. And I've got deadly force. And I'm willing to use that deadly force and able to achieve my goals. And even if your intent at that moment was only to rob and not to kill, who can say that the death of the victim is not a predictable and foreseeable outcome? You lashed out at Robert Allen for being a snitch.
Ooh,
I think your anger's misplaced.
ooh.
If you have any anger about what's happening here today and what will happen to you for the rest of your life, beyond the anger that you should have with yourself, perhaps your anger should be directed behind you, at your co-defendants,
Oof.
the ones who selected the target in this case, and the one who turned a robbery into a murder, that you can thank for your predicament beyond your own actions.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Devon Newsom, a jury of your peers having found you guilty of the crime of murder in the first degree with a firearm, and robbery with a deadly weapon, a firearm. This court now sentences you on count 1 to life in Florida State Prison. On count 2, I will sentence you to life in Florida State Prison with a 10-year minimum mandatory and credit for 1,704 days already served. The two sentences will run concurrent with each other.
I don't care if Robert Allen snitch. He needs to go to jail, bro. If he walks free or anything, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Mr. Williams, when you engage in criminal acts with others, you bear the responsibility for your collective action. Who picked the target in this case? You went inside Riva Motorsports to confirm the identification and what was there, and then you went back out and sat in the vehicle. Now, while you may not have left the vehicle and you may not have brandished a firearm or fired the fatal shot, you are as guilty as they are, because you were an essential part of that crime.
Facts, because he also said they didn't want to do it. Michael didn't even want to rob him. Neither did Trayvon. We probably shouldn't do this. Y'all were on camera. We shouldn't do this. This man said, are y'all scared? Allegedly. That's what Robert Allen said. He said, y'all scared or something? This man literally motivated them to go rob them.
For actions, it would not have happened. And I can tell you this court is shocked by your behavior after the murder. A person who had any measure of human decency or remorse for killing someone would not likely be seen dancing around and filming themselves with the stolen money. How proud you were of yourself. You should understand that while you were dancing on that bed, throwing down those bills, you weren't throwing money down on the floor. You should think of that as you tossing down days, weeks, and months of your life, just like that.
Ooh,
Like
fried
the very
him.
next day when you went to spend that blood money on sneakers and jerseys, you revealed to the court the value you placed on the human life that was taken. Dedrick Williams, a jury of your peers having found you guilty of murder in the first degree and robbery with a firearm as a principal. As to count 1, this court will find you guilty, adjudicate you to be guilty, sentence you to life in Florida State Prison with credit for 1,000.
Michael's looking right at him.
days already served. Count 2, I sentence you to life in Florida State Prison with credit for 1,752 days already served. You turned a robbery into a murder. And on that day, when you stood there and fired that weapon, you didn't just end one life. You effectively ended 5 lives, including your own. Like I just said, you need to understand that.
I think that was a subconscious nod, like, yeah, I did do that. And he stopped. He realized he's like, fuck, I'm nodding, like, agreeing with this statement.
You say life in Florida State Prison, that means life. It is necessarily without parole.
Still doing it.
Florida abolished parole. You know, as the song says, the rest of your life in prison. From here, you will go and be placed in a cell.
Why is he
that
nodding?
has a stainless steel slab that's attached to the wall. That's your bed. And next to it is a stainless steel sink and a stainless steel toilet. That's the furniture. You'll spend every hour and every day and every week and every year of your life in that cell. And one day, they'll come and open up that cell in the morning and you'll have passed on. And only on that day will you have served your sentence. A jury of your peers having found you guilty of murder in the first degree with a firearm and having discharged that firearm and having that firearm discharge result in the death of Chasse Hanfoy, this court will sentence you to life in Florida State Prison as count 2 for the robbery with a firearm which was discharge, and causing death, this court will sentence you to life in Florida State Prison for 1,732 days already served. Both counts carry with them a 25-year minimum mandatory.
Some weird behavior. I would wonder what, like, those people that look at movements would say about this. Body language people.
Scott's prosecution will be reduced to a civil lien. You will have 30 days to appeal. Thank you.
There's no sound right now, but this is the end of the stream, and I just want to point this out, that he smiles while leaving. Like, what? This guy's strange, dude. Justice was served, boys. They got life in prison. Hopefully Robert Allen doesn't walk free because he snitched. I pray he gets like at least 10 years or something. 20 years, dude. Something, dude. I know he's already been there for 5 years, but Robert Allen doesn't deserve to walk free just because he snitched, in my opinion. They murdered X over fucking, what was it, 12 grand each or something? 15 grand each. We lost a legend. He impacted a lot of lives. Prosecution did amazing. Everyone in the court did amazing. Thanks for the support on these videos. Been a crazy long 5 years since this happened, dude. Finally done. X got justice today, boys. Be nice to each other in the comments. Love you, boys. Peace out.